It's first. My name is Kenneth Burke. Company is Black Series Edition LLC. I'm going to change my music out to, let me see. Background music. Oh, I know that's not free. All right, let me get into the music real quick. There we go. All right, so yeah, Turner charges were filed against Jaime Fernando Gonzalez today. Detective units will be taking over that because Jamie did something he shouldn't have did. He contacted the landlord where I'm at right now. They know about it too, and they're going to follow suit with criminal charges also. The reason why is because Jamie posted my address. Now, he did that in the other house I was living at, but we didn't know where his whereabouts were. You can be charged for this. It's called doxing. If Jamie tries to say, well, we post his address, well, that's kind of hard to do because his LLC is actually listed on his apartment and it's public record, which means anybody can get access to that. So basically, our LLC is not connected anywhere to this building. None of our paperwork is, not anything. I made sure of that. All right, so trying to claim that I was running a business out of here, shouldn't have done that at the end of the day. That was a bad idea. Because again, we don't run a business out of here. I basically, if anybody has a Facebook or what do you have, what do you call it, eBay account, we don't even mix products here. My products are mixed someplace else. They're sent here and I ship them off from there. You ever see me mix anything on camera here? Nope. See me mix up at the other house? Yup. You know why? Because we're in a house, not an apartment. So you can't really do that in an apartment. There's certain guidelines you have to follow by, and I follow by certain guidelines. When I paint walls in here, I ask for permission. I talk to the owner himself, not property management, the owner himself. So that way, if I ever have to go into court, I'm good to go. Everything is, locked and sealed. So, yeah. So basically, we went to Jamie's page, which is connected to his LLC. You left a massive paper trail. You left your addresses there. It's connected to your LLC. The YouTube channel where we had the video, the link was already sent to the police department already. There's a copy of it that was sent to them, so no reason getting rid of the video. Any evidence, anything that pops up is now in the detectives unit. Man, we have a history on this guy. We have a history of basically him posting my other address and inviting people to come down to the resident. And I already said that from the door, and I told the officer right up front, I'm licensed to carry, I'm trained to use. Anyone shows up, you're getting shot right from the door. So they already know that what's going to happen. Property management know what's going to happen, and I'm definitely going to do it because I got permission to do it. So other than that, basically, you can't, like I said, you posted my address as if I was running a business here and this is where people need to go to. That is against the law. And that has got him in trouble. And now he's looking at serious criminal charges. Naughty with that, 2 lawsuits are coming up. Well, actually, there's another one going to be posted pretty soon. We have one for copyright infringements. All that information was sent to the police department that we had to serve Fernando Gonzalez at his residency. He tried to put down that he doesn't live at that address, but he does live at that address. Keep in mind, we have a second copyright infringement lawsuit coming up for the Black Series edition. And then we'll be going back to court, as you told the officers. They have to process server papers, all that, to show that he violated copyright. It's against the law to do that at the end of the day. So it shows that we've had trouble with you in the past. The emails that we've received from you, they're going to be sent to the police. Anybody else who was involved in basically those threats or whatever, that's going to be sent to the police. All this is being built up because when we go back into court for the lawsuits, they're going to go in and they're going to see if there's any previous charges or anything that may have popped up on you, and that's going to pop up. There you go. You don't do stuff like that at the end of the day. You don't. This will get you in a lot of trouble. We got him right on his page, messaging board, having a conversation with him and him posting up threats. Just like the CCB has information on him now of him basically posting after he's served, he's still posting dumb nonsense about using our copyrights without permission. Remember what I told you, Jaime Fernando Gonzalez? I told you crystal clear, if you can learn to mind your own business, that we wouldn't file any charges or anything wouldn't come up, and you didn't listen. You'll be receiving a notification from the post office, their investigation unit, because he committed 2 acts of mail fraud against my company. So they will also be contacting you also. This is going to be a little different. When these gentlemen come to your front door, they will be contacting your landlord to let them get access into that building, so basically they can serve a warrant for your arrest. This is why you don't do dumb stuff like this at all, period. The first thing they asked was how to get a hold of the address if your business wasn't running under an address. He looked it up. Oh, by the way, those little puppet heads you made of me, you know, with the little pop-off heads of characters, that's considered stalking. When you take someone's pictures without their permission and you alter it and change it to make a little puppet, that's kind of sick at the end of the day. They keep asking me what your age is. They're around 47 years old. So you're going to get in trouble for that. You're going to stalking charges are going to be coming up on that. Because that's weird. Very, very weird and very strange. So now you have made yourself a person of interest. Another process server will be coming to the front door. As I said before, we're going to be following copyright infringement for Black Series Edition, which he showed on his website. And we'll be also contacting Wix, because now Wix we have criminal charges against the individual that he abused the website. We have the pornography he was posting on his website. And we also have the address and copyrights. Wix has a lawsuit coming toward them. So this is not making it any better for them that they allow people to actually break the law on their websites. All right, well, that's basically about it. I got to get back to work. I have much to do. And I will see him in court multiple times for the stupidity and dumb stuff he's been doing down to time. You know, if you don't like someone's product at the end of the day, just do a review and say you don't like someone's product. But when you want to cross the lines, as Fernando did, this is going to land you in jail. And also, it's going to basically get you sued. And you're going to end up broke and basically in the prison system. And if that's what you want out of life, knock yourself out. Once I get ready to switch over and sign my partnership, I'm going to bring in my own legal team. They have their own legal team also, which means you'll be doing with both of us. So again, if anybody wants to play that role, hey, I have no problem with basically, if you want to do threats at the end of the day, I have no problem with dragging you into court. And if you want to go the route of touching patent materials, copyrights or whatever, I have no problem with taking everything from you. This is business at the end of the day. And we're born with common sense. Some people just aren't born with it at all, period. They just don't have it. And this person got himself in all this trouble. At the end of the day, he could have easily taken the warnings that we've given him. Gave him a, a cease and desist order from an attorney telling him to back down. He didn't listen. That was also brought before the police officers, that we did have an attorney address him on these matters. It shows that we have potential problems on this individual. And this is, I'm telling you, for some people, this is the best blessing you can have. To actually to track down your troll and throw him in jail. Because everybody deals with trolls at the end of the day. We've been dealing with this guy for about 5 years. The mistake that Jaime made was we had his address already. We didn't have where he was exactly at, what address, what apartment he was at. How we got it? The LLC. That's what led us, that's how we found out. That's how they were able to track him, his LLC. And his LLC is linked to his YouTube channel, which he posts our address. It's linked to all the videos where he slandered our company. It's linked to everything. That LLC is your nail in your coffin, right there. Well, that's basically about it. You'll be brought here to Allentown, Pennsylvania. We won't be going there. You'll be coming here. You'll be prosecuted. And I'm going to show them. I'm not done yet. I'm going back down to the detective unit. We still have more stuff on the computer that we're sending down to them. This is all the hate mail and racial slurs and all other nonsense we've received from this joker at the end of the day. You want to carry on up, act up, and be that fool at the end of the day? Well, guess what? Now you're going to be that fool at the end of the day. You do know that having criminal charges is a violation of your lease. You can't commit a felony while you're living in that building, which means they're going to have to remove you out of the building. So this is what happens when you do dirty stuff at the end of the day. You try to have me removed from this place by basically sending them a whole bunch of lies about me being this person and me being that person. All this stuff. Saying I was running a company out here. All kinds of stuff. I've seen the emails. And now the very same thing that you try to do to me will now happen to you. Except this time around, this is legit. It ain't no lies or no emails, but no, this is all legit. Now do something else. Send me any more stupid emails. Because remind you, anything that got sent over will now be, the CCB is already going to trace this. Police department is definitely going to trace these emails. So you know that. And we have, what, 180 emails from this guy per month? These are going to be serious stalking charges. Plus I have pictures from where I lived at in Haventown, where you were taking pictures of my house, the inside of it, and posting that also too. So it shows we have a history on you. And then showing you that we have trouble from you, that you've given us trouble, that you have basically tampered with our company's copyrights because you were served at your front door. All right, well, that's basically about it. You know, you want to call me a scammer at the end of the day? You want to make up these fake stories that I'm robbing and stealing from people? I'll see you in court in December. I'm suing you for $2 million. In court in December for committing fraud against my company, for doing fake demonstrations on YouTube. I will be filing a class action lawsuit against your behind, so you know this is coming, James. You better be the backup that my product does exactly what it said. You said it doesn't. If not, you're going to lose miserably, and you know you can't win the lawsuit. My lawyers will bring up the previous charges that we have against you for terroristic threats, cyberbullying, all kinds of stuff. For anybody at the end of the day wants to sit there and say, oh, you're wrong, how am I wrong? Should have filed this mess a long time ago. Only reason why I let this mess slide for so long is because I didn't want your family to go through this ordeal. But apparently you don't care about your family because you keep doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. Oh well, I gave you an opportunity. I did come out, and you know it's funny. I came out there and I talked about my mother. My mother's name is Mary. She is 89 years old. She has Alzheimer's. And I talked about how nice she was, that when I came in, I was already set in stone to nail your behind to a wall. After I'd already filed with the CCB, I was going to come in full force and tear you apart. And she was nice enough to sit there and say out of her mouth, give him a second chance. Give him another chance. Maybe he'll change. And you had a nerve to write in that message that you have on your message. It's in the whatchamacallit, the pictures that we took. How's Mary? You gonna disrespect my mother like that? I know what you mean by that. So Jamie, now that you have got my attention, I'm going to come down on top of you like you've never seen anybody come down on top of you before. And you are not going to be to hide from me. I don't care where you move, where you go, you're not going to get away from what I got planned for you. You're going to jail. And now you're going to jail. I'm going to file so many lawsuits on top of you. You won't even be to break even. You'll have to die 20 times over before you can break even. I warned you and I told you already what would happen. Should have thought about that. By the way, the post office charges, they carry 20 years apiece. We filed 2 of them against them, including millions of dollars in fines. You should have took the offer like I gave it to you. I tried to. And oh, by the way, I will be showing it to a judge that I tried to give you an offer to get out of the situation, and this is how you came at me. Oh well. He won't be processing any orders, or he won't be doing anything anymore. He's done. He is done. How are you going to walk out the door? You got a process server hunting you down, and pretty soon you're going to have sheriff's department or whatever you have over in California, what they have over there, because that's where it's going to be taken to. They're going to come to his front door. How are you going to handle that? That's why you don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. And you can sit there and whine and cry, because I know he's going to go Karen mode. Well, he posted we showed them the documents, exactly where we found your information, your public records. You're all over your public records. Because your LLC basically tells exactly that you're running a business out of that apartment. Because that's where your LLC is attached to. It's also too going to go against building violations too. Okay, that's basically about it for me. Give me everything I could. I tried to basically help you out everywhere I possibly could. Even when you came at me and did the most nasty things you possibly could, I turned the other cheek and I let it slide. I turned the other cheek, I let it slide over and over again. Try to mind my own business, go about my own business, and you want to do dirty stuff behind my back and just be a nasty person at the end of the day. So now you have my attention. I'll see you in court soon.